We are back spooking you into the United Kingdom as we are shedding light on ghosts. Welcome back to Be Seen. I am your co-host for this amazing venture where we shed light on ghosts. And with me, as always, B Money. What's up, B?
Make a B? I don't know how to make a B.
B.
B. I don't know.
All right. And of course,
Please stop.
returning is our new haunting friend who has returned for another fray into the ghost world. And we are so glad to have you back with us. Nita from the Sci-Fi Queens.
Hello, everybody.
How
She
are
is
you?
hauntingly beautiful.
Yeah, the queen
Thank
herself.
you.
You know, we're excited because we actually got to hang out for a little bit last weekend.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
We did. I got to hang out with my brother from another mother.
Yeah, and my dog and his handler and my other co-host.
And I got to meet Jason, which was great because I know Jason, and it's just weird to meet someone that you already know from online.
Yeah.
And to be honest, you know, the Captain Squadron crew, we all got pretty close, so it always feels like we already knew each other.
Yeah. We've been hanging out for 3 years, and then I've only met you in person until last year, and then Jason came.
So was he like everything you thought he would be?
He's so dreamy.
He's so dreamy.
He's a really nice guy, but he's really tall. Like you.
I look like an ant next to him.
Yeah.
I pictured him short, you know, kind of portly a little bit, you know, not tall.
I thought too, but like when we met, it was like, whoa, wait a minute, you're really tall. Like he was.
Yeah, I gave him this big hug because he walked right by me and my friend, and I was like, Jason, and he got startled. It was loud, and he turns around and I give him this a big hug, and I'm on my tippy toes because he's really tall. And I mean, granted, I'm really short, so most people are just tall next to me, but he is really, really tall.
It's funny because
he's 6 feet.
He's 6'2".
That's what I was gonna say. He has to be at least 6'1", like 6'2". Yeah,
he's a full head over me, and then like I did this banner. So I initially had us like here and here for the height. So like, you know what? Let me be realistic. Let me make myself just a little bit shorter. Here's the photo from the con. There's Nita. There's me, and there's Jason. And Jason, you can see he's leaning over.
Wow.
You know,
totally. So I figured him from the neck down.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny. Like I've known him on TikTok, and I always thought he was short. I thought he was you know, maybe 5'1", 5'2", like really short. Because all the things, it's always like this particular like, the way he films himself. I always thought he was tiny, and then like he did this video. He goes, why do you people think I'm short? And he goes, this is me, and this is the door threshold, and there was only like an inch in between. I was like, wow, whoa! And then when I met him in person, and he was taller than Teddy's handler, I was like, whoa, you're huge! Like you're so tall. And then we met. I don't know if you guys know Star Trek guy.
Yes, he seems
6'5".
Yeah, he's really tall.
He's really tall.
I've never met him, but I know he's really tall.
I couldn't imagine being that tall and going on an airplane.
Oh, it must have been awful.
But this reminds me of something on Ghosts. In some scenes, you'll see some actors, they're like same height when they're doing close shots with them, right? But when they're in a group shot, they're much shorter because they have to stand on an apple box, you know, to get them in the scene together. But a large, wide, nope, real short.
Can you imagine me in a show? I would be on a box all the time because I'm only 4'11", so I would be on the hugest box all the time.
Yeah,
and I mean, I thought you were taller, but no, I'm only 4'11".
Yeah, I mean, I'm a good 5'8" on a good day, you know, and I'm a full head, almost head and shoulders above Nita. And I was like, oh, I'm so glad she's here. I feel so tall.
You know that picture?
It's okay.
That picture of Jason, when I look at it, it doesn't look real to me from the neck down because it looks like a Photoshop because I picture him so differently.
That's
I believe that, but my head is not putting them two together.
Yeah. But,
and the thing was that I almost wore the same shirt he wore.
Oh, that would have been hilarious.
That would have been so funny had we done that without knowing. That would have been funny.
Crazy.
Yeah. All right, well, let's hop into Ghosts. That's what we're here. We're talking about the first season.
We digress.
This is a podcast. We have our rights to just talk about stuff. That's the whole thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Digress.
the whole purpose of podcasting. We are talking about Ghost season 1, episode 4, UK, and that is Free Pass. Yes, this is the episode where, well, let's go right into the first glance. So yeah, Ghosts UK, season 4, episode 4, Free Pass. And this one is
a really good episode.
It was a very good episode. I really like the UK version a lot because it does have, it's very different from the US version because it's a lot darker, and it's a lot more, I don't want to say sinister, but like even the jokes are a little bit more dark,
like
but
serious. It's almost like a serious kind of joking.
I guess
the whole show is not like funny like our American versions,
right?
And that's very true. You're right.
The relationships aren't the same either. You've got what is her name? The lead?
Allison,
good Lord. She does not really care about being friends with them.
Right.
Or fitting in like our Sam.
Right. Yeah, she's kind of like, I'm the boss. Back off.
Yeah. You and I talked. I got a lot of things to say about the relationships on there and the characters.
Yeah. All right. So Free Pass. Fortune smiles on Mike and Allison when a TV company comes looking for an old house. So there's a very short explanation to this episode when there's a lot of layers in it, because in all honesty, the real synopsis in my purview is the actor that Allison falls in love with. Their company films a show at the mansion. That actor is Allison's Free Pass. And for those who are wondering, Free Pass in Britain is what a hall pass here is in America. And that is like, for instance, if Jason Momoa came and filmed in my condo, my lady would have a free pass, and I couldn't do anything about it. I'd be like, son of a bitch, So that's what a free pass is. And here we call it hall pass. Right. Minus Charlize Theron and half the cast of Strange New Worlds. So, let me hear what you guys thought of your first glance at this episode. We'll start with Nita, who's our guest.
Thank you. This is a really funny episode. But British humor is slightly different than American humor. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just different. I personally enjoy it. I watch a lot of different British shows, and cop shows and comedies. And so I'm accustomed to it. And I like the fact that it is very, very different than the American version. And it is the original Ghost.
Right.
It started out with that. With the British version. Yeah. And I thought this episode was so funny because it showed, Allison's husband being jealous and trying to navigate his feelings of this hall pass, this free pass of that Allison, has, which there's nothing's gonna happen. No. This is a start. No one's gonna sleep with you. Get over it.
Yeah.
But just the idea of it, I think, was bothering him, right? And the ghosts they were hilarious. They just couldn't wrap their head around what this free pass was. I thought the interactions were funny. I really enjoyed the episode. I think it really showed depth of the ghost characters, especially what's the one that's in love with Allison? I forget his name. He was so traumatized by this whole experience.
Oh, the free pass. His name is Matthew Benton, and he plays Thomas.
Yes, Thomas was so emotionally broken by this. He couldn't understand it. And it really is amazing. Yes. Yeah. Because
I love his facial features.
Yes, he's very, very, very animated with his emotions. And I think that it really shows how each generation of these ghosts and where they come from, how they think of things.
Yeah.
You
Be
know,
Money.
and Be Money. Yeah,
Be
go
Money,
ahead, Be Money.
Well, I'm on the other side. I thought it was just a middling episode, in my opinion.
Oh, wow. Oof.
And I
Dun, dun, dun. Where's the bat lift, Nita?
with the hook. I don't like's not the right word. Thomas, I think he's useless character, and I would prefer him not in it because.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah, I don't care for that. It just doesn't. To me, he doesn't add much to it.
All right, well, let's get in the thick of it then. It sounds like we're gonna have a nice.
We're gonna have a problem here.
A duel for sure.
All I have to say is, Joe, you're my brother from another mother. You have to have my back.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
let me clarify.
Okay.
In our version, we had something like him. I mean, T Money's kind of like that, but he went way away from that. If Allison was a softer character, I would probably have less issue with him wanting to be with her, because to me it's very curt with her. You know, she's like, oh, whatever kind of attitude with him all the time. And so that kind of makes me think I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. And that's all.
I think you should see, because I know this is your first pass on watching it. Give it time. Is all I have to say.
I'm already finished. With the series.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a rough. He's got them feelings. Okay.
Yeah, he does.
Did you guys watch the special with Kylie Minogue for the charity that they had? It's only like 10 minutes.
No.
Where she visits the ghost and she can see them.
Mm-mm.
She's playing herself also.
I think so. Yeah, that's one of the Christmas episodes, right?
No. Well, it was for charity. It was only like 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
It's like they have a Red Nose charity they have on
TV. Yes.
Red Nose was just a version of that because Kylie's massive in England still. Yeah. And it was fun. It was fun that she could see the ghost, and it was a whole good thing. It's on YouTube. I highly recommend it.
I'll check it out. I still haven't done it. I will though.
Like 10 minutes.
All right, well, let's hop into the thick of it because we got a lot to say apparently. I love that. Like, the thing cuts the mic off, but you heard that trailing. It's like, we got it. All right. So the overall fray of this episode is the fact that they're coming in to film this period piece, like a Bridgerton type of thing, and they needed an old house to film it in. And their house is just perfect, but little
breaking down old.
Yeah, falling apart old.
Did you see the shot they had of the roof? There's like two massive
holes
missing.
Yeah. Which is like, how come that's not leaking in the house? That's number one. And number two, how is that house like not crumbling as they walk around? Like, I always think of this.
How are there no like pigeons coming and joining them?
Yeah, like one of the episodes later on, that Allison's having a dream of Mike, and Mike starts going. She's like, are you hooing at me? What's going on?
Pigeons are a good part of the show because in our version we had that too.
Yeah, we do, but it's not as prevalent. This one's like they're characters in the show. Yeah, they should have named him. Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that's a big difference there. Like the UK version, the house is completely falling apart.
Yeah,
like it's just visibly falling apart. But in the American version, it's not as bad. I don't think it's outside. Not as bad. Not
Inside.
How long has it been empty? The British one. How long had it been empty before Mike and Allison moved in?
You don't know.
Because in our version, it wasn't empty that long.
No, exactly. She died. But the in both versions, the lady of the house that died hadn't been able to maintain it in the last 20 years of her life. Exactly. So it was just like kind of crumbling.
Yeah, that goes with something that kind of, it doesn't bug me. I find it interesting, kind of the weird things in sitcoms. Because if in the episode, I don't remember the episode, in our version, when they had this big shot outside of the house, all of this grass, all of the big,
all over the place,
right behind their back door. And who mows that?
Yeah. They got to get a John Deere. That's it. Yeah. John Deere. I mean,
it takes forever.
There's a company that makes kind of like a Tesla version of a lawnmower now, where like you just like those Roombas.
Listen, all you need is a goat.
Yeah,
A goat will take care of it.
Yeah, goat.
Just let the goat be free, and he will take care of all the grass for you.
There you go. Well, I mean, so the Bridgerton company moves in, they're setting up, and you just hear the ricketiness of everything when they put in. And I love the panic that Mike's having about them. Are we going to be done? Are we going to be done? Like he's kind of like hoping they finish, and they keep shooting the same shot. And the Robin
Kitty doesn't understand, or the
Kitty
Charwoman
doesn't get it right. All of them,
and the equipment. The equipment.
The equipment.
Going, okay, that's about 3 of them, maybe.
Yeah.
And he's counting the people. Well,
Right.
that guy's big. He's counting too.
Like the. So I used to own a house that was dilapidating. When not that bad, but like.
Did you have ghosts?
Oh, for sure. Those things, ghosts are real. I believe it 100%.
Oh, absolutely.
My old
Spirits haven't
neighborhood.
crossed over.
My old neighborhood had a burial ground that only like a handful of us knew about, and we used to hear this whistle, and there was the train horn, and then like a, and it was like a whip sound and a whistle hurting whatever the animal that it was that lived in the neighborhood. And a few of my neighbors heard. I was like, "You ever hear the whistle?" And I was like, "Yeah, I always wondered what that was." Because like, you ever hear that sound too? It was like, "Yeah, it's the old farmer."
Is it's like a BDSM kind
of
ghost?
No. And maybe not a ghost. Maybe the whip part is a neighbor that has a dungeon we didn't know about. I mean, that could be.
It could be like a ghost that's into that,
Well, you know how the Farnsbys are,
Yeah, that's true. The Farnsbys, yeah. Oh, that was
pineapple reference. Did you guys get
Yes.
right away in the first season? The pineapple reference to the Farnsbys?
Yes, I did.
I did, yeah. I learned about that
right away
on TikTok, and I had no idea about what the whole pineapple thing was. And then a friend of mine, Becca, she had a pineapple like thing on a mug, and I was like, I had just found out. I was like, I'm going to DM you, and please take note because she's married. I'm like, I'm not hitting on you, but pineapple means something very different. She was like, "Oh my god!" So she changed it.
That's one thing I like about our show is they have all these little Easter eggs. They pop in everywhere,
Right.
And you may not notice them, or they don't tell you about them. But if you do a deep dive, you see like you guys know, I've watched it 100 times.
Yeah.
And you see them once you see, like, oh, I didn't notice that before. That goes with this episode,
Right.
That a little bit. Versus the UK, I don't think they have as much intersection of the episodes as you go through.
Yeah. All right. So, they get this the dilapidated house and everything's kind of crumbling. But when Mike comes to save the day, as he thinks, okay, they have this like little. I don't know why they even had this. You just couldn't zoom the camera in and out. You had to get like a raft. The kind of.
I didn't understand that. Why couldn't you just zoom the camera?
Right. So you got Mike panicking. This is the most Mike has done in this entire series so far. Yeah.
Well, I have all thoughts on him.
I know you do. We'll get there. But like he's panicking about the gentleman that's Allison's hall pass, and like just kind of like jealous a little bit, like pretty heavily. And he's freaking out because the house is crumbling, and he notices like they put those like risers to kind of hold the floor up, and I'm like, oh man. And then he's watching that thing crack underneath. So his brilliant idea was, hey, I'll move the riser from one side to another and we'll be safe. But he doesn't move it back, and that'll come into play later. But he thinks he saved the day here, and they're just like, Robin starts messing with the electricity, and the lighting guy keeps getting, I thought it was okay that he like has to go, and
like Robin, what they did on ours.
Robin was a lot more mischievous than any of the U.S. version of the Ghost.
Yes, I like Robin a lot.
Yeah, Robin's a favorite, and Robin is also the headless guy that crashed. Which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah, I loved Robin in this one when the doorbell, or if they were driving up, he comes in barking like a dog would bark if you have visitors.
Yeah. There's a lot.
I absolutely love that about him.
Yeah. So
I think he may be my favorite.
Your favorite Ghost in this one?
Yeah, I think so.
He's up there. I love.
I still love Pantless Guy. I mean, like in
Julian?
the UK version, Pantless Guy is my favorite.
So
And I think that
It's more
in
smarmy than
the
tape.
in the American version is definitely
Cleaned up.
no oh my god, her name just slipped my mind.
Allison?
No, in the American version, the
Samantha?
singer
Sam.
Oh, Alberta.
Alberta. Yeah,
Yeah, because
Alberta. Mhm.
there's an amalgamation of a lot of characters because I think Kitty is like some of Flower, and then our Flower is like bits of Kitty and bits of the Smoke Lady, because like instead of getting the smoke you get high. Like I feel like he's like a combination of those two.
Yeah, our version just took certain parts and
and
created new
kind of
characters with a little bit of this, a little bit of that, like a Calico with all the different spots.
Right. Another thing is there is an Easter egg in our version. The Farnsbys are a nod to Julian because the actor's name is Simon Farnsby. So that's a really neat little like nod. I thought that was really cool, and he's one of the writers for the show. As well. So I think that's pretty cool. His name
on our show. And do you guys watch the end credits?
Of course.
Okay. Have you, or not the end credits, the beginning credits as they're starting the show and, directed by, produced by.
Yeah.
The show has like 50 or more producers.
Yeah.
And that's so unusual. So I think since it's the UK version, they have to give everybody who's involved with the creation of UK on our show, because they may have a little bit of ownership in the UK version, and since it's spun off, they would be a producer that doesn't really do anything.
Yeah,
and that's what they give actors sometimes when they want more, but they can't afford to pay them more. They'll give them a title like producer or associate producer or something like that. But I've never seen that many producers in a sitcom.
Wow,
really?
Yeah, no, I
take note of it when it starts.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it. Look.
Yeah, maybe I'll double check too, because maybe I wasn't paying attention because I wasn't looking for it.
Yeah,
right. Now watching the opening show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he tries to save the day, but later on there's a big romantic moment with Allison's hall pass, and she's trying to take a look at it and watch all this thing, and then this guy, he's been prim and proper and so elegant and eloquent everywhere, and then the floor collapses underneath him and he's like, I'm gonna sue you, and he's like bugging out, and I thought that was a really proper way to do it.
That brings up something that I find interesting on our show. In the second season, after Sam and Jay had fallen through the floor.
Yes.
Okay. And so he's up stairs when the next episode opens, right? And apparently that wasn't very long of time period from when they fell in, but the floor is perfectly fit.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Because Mike knows what he's doing, man. Mike's been...
No, he was up in bed because they thought he hurt himself with his head injury.
Yeah.
So who
Mike's
fixed it overnight?
Mike's workers. Yeah. Magic Mike's workers.
Exactly. Don't question the mic.
Yeah.
Don't question the mic. The magic of Mike.
Yeah. Oh, well, let's get into the thick of it. I know I want to hear from B Money because he does not like some characters and he has a lot of things to say. And
I wouldn't say dislike.
Right. I wish I had that. I had more like bumpers. They only have John Cena. It doesn't have anything to do with those. But I need to update my board here, my sound board.
I'll give you a sound so you can record it.
There you go. Perfect. So go ahead.
Are we in the thick of it?
Get in the thick of it.
Oh, I didn't see you.
We had switched a while ago.
Oh, okay. Like I said, I thought that the episode was good, but it was middling in my opinion, of the rest of the episodes. I think I was comparing it too much to our version of that when the show, the Dumb Deaths came in, which is one of my favorites. So I think maybe I was comparing it to that, even though I've watched the episode a couple of times. But do you want me to talk about the characters, because they will come up as we go on? As we go on, because I don't know if it, characters from the beginning to the end. There was no character growth in anyone. Where Arks, Ghost, and Samantha and Jay, they all their characters changed as the years went on. And I know UK only has a smaller version or smaller amount of episodes. So I get why that is. There's not enough time to devote to one character like ours, and just go through and the characters grow and grow. And I find that sad because I would like to see them more part of their personalities, and have them, like maybe Julian, get less smarmy, like Trevor. He started out just completely, misogynist. He's still got a little bit of that, but his character's grown. Same with Thor. He is growing too. And it's really, I think, just a matter of they don't have the time to do that. And with Mike, I like him. He's a good actor. He seems like a sweet character. But he, like we said in the beginning, Joe, that what has he done? He is not even, I don't think he does enough to be a co-lead with Allison. He doesn't really have a lot to do in most episodes. You notice that?
Yeah.
I like him a lot, and I would like to see him have more of a role in some kind of episode so we can learn a little more about him. Let's see.
Yeah, he's really going in. Nita, do you want to rebut any of that?
Well, I think that, when we're dealing with a show that is so different than American style writing, and American style writing, character development is something that you see a lot of. In our different series. However, when you watch shows that are, and maybe it's because I watch so many of them, character development in the way that you're speaking is not something you see a lot of. They really tend to take that character's personality that has been written into that person and really kind of right around that and with that,
yeah,
and
they leave it there.
They keep that individual in that state of personality. I think it's just a matter of how different writing styles. I don't necessarily see it as anything negative. Personally, no. I absolutely think it's a different way, a different perspective of watching something. And these characters are very different. There's a couple of characters that we could say, okay, this is the equivalent of the American Ghost, like Pantless Guy. Pantless Guy is Pantless Guy in both shows, right? The Headless Guy is the Headless Guy. But I think that they're focusing on what century is this ghost from, and let's keep them there. Like the Hetty Ghost versus the UK version of what the Hetty Ghost would be. They're very different, different characters. Hetty has grown and has been able to adapt, while this other character is like very stern, very much set in her ways. And I don't have a problem with it. I think it's funny. I think that it has like that dark humor to it.
Right. Well, don't misunderstand when I say those things. It's not like dislike it. It's just
no. I understand.
I don't hate it, but it's not a good choice.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, and since they don't have a lot of episodes, I can see Nita's point where they keep that character because we don't have time. We're just going to write what's there because we're going to have 8 episodes for those or whatever. So if they tried doing more with that, I think the audience would get confused because it wouldn't make sense because they don't have enough growth per episode, and then you get it all together. But with them having such a short amount of episodes, you can't really do that. So I love the characters as they have been created, except for Thomas.
Screw Thomas. No, he's great.
I love Thomas.
I just found his character tiresome with the same, longing. And some of the episodes, some of the other characters have a little bit more in their personality, even though they're just staying in their original character.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I didn't understand that fascination that his character has with Allison either.
There's no reason.
With you.
Yeah.
There really isn't a reason, because she's not nice to him. She does
that's
not
my
embrace
point.
him
Yeah.
in any way. She
Yeah.
doesn't encourage him. She really just does discourage
Whatever.
him. But I think that it's because he comes from the quote unquote romantic era,
Yeah.
Mhm.
where everything was, this romance about about relationships
Like
that
a
was
Harlequin
really
romance
unrealistic.
novel. You know.
Yeah, it's a very unrealistic romance, and I
Yeah.
think that he's in the thick of that.
Yeah.
And because they don't
Hey,
do
in the thick of
character
it. I'm sorry.
development,
Yeah.
and because they don't do character development, he stays there.
Yeah.
I have a theory about both series. Is when the characters, okay, they're starting to learn some of the stuff in the new world, but if you think about it, when it's a focus on them, or not a focus, they'll be having some kind of interaction about our time frame, but they will also forget and think they're still in their time frame, kind of, when they are addressing things. It's like they got one foot in the past and the one foot in the current times.
Right.
And because, okay, they made a step forward on this subject matter, but then in, next couple scenes later or in another episode, they've reverted back to where they came from kind of time mindset.
Yeah. I just want to mention this is actually our longest episode that we've done so far on Ghost.
Oh, wow. It's not really about the episode. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, no.
Okay, on this episode. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. I just want to remind people to be sure to like, share, and subscribe. That would be amazing. It does so much for us. It's super important. Be sure to follow us on social media at To Be Seen and Tired Trekker. And of course, Nita at Sci-Fi Queens, right?
Yes.
Everywhere you go. But
everywhere we're at Sci-Fi Queens.
Sci-Fi Queens, yeah. Be sure to subscribe, and when you subscribe, ring the bell so you can be notified of when we drop a new episode.
Your life will be better for it.
Yes, it will.
Absolutely.
And the like is free. It doesn't hurt.
That's
hurt.
right.
I'm gonna leave that scrolling at the bottom to remind everybody.
I like that. The like is free.
Yeah. And if you are listening to us on our new, no, don't worry, you're next. If you're listening to us on our new platform, our old platform, the company is no more. The webpage doesn't even work. So all the stuff that we had is gone. We're starting fresh. So welcome to the Disc Dungeon in its new iteration, where we shed light on TV shows and talk about music. So we appreciate you listening and downloading. We've come a long way, only to start fresh all over again. Super weird. But yes, go ahead, B Money. I interrupt you. I apologize.
Okay. No, it's fine. In this episode, I loved Kitty. Because she was horny.
She was
big time horny.
Yeah.
She always is, though.
Yeah, but it was on steroids this time, with a guy coming in who's not been there. Who's this romantic guy, and she was hoping he takes his shirt off.
Yeah.
I want to see his growth.
Yeah, she was really.
With her, I've seen a little bit of growth in that manner, where she's learning like a child learns as they see things around them, and she has grown a bit on that. She got more horny as we went on, I think.
Yeah.
And Humphreys, I love the headless guy. I think he's hilarious, sarcastic, and I really like him. Yeah, which I don't care for Crash on ours. The actor, the second.
Well,
actor.
he got like 3 episodes, so
yeah.
I know, right?
He doesn't
Judgy
really have
much.
Yeah, he didn't have much to do.
Judgy much.
Yeah, the 50s thing was kind of too much. I thought he gave too much on it. And to me, I didn't care for it. I was glad she threw his head out the window. The wall.
Do we feel that, open question, do we feel that there's some errors missing in the US version?
Yes. I watched an interview with the two Joes, and they said there is so much, they just couldn't put in of the different errors because there's a lot of different ones. So they just picked, some of them that might be in connection with the first show or the UK version. And because they have even more history than ours, because, they've been around longer than the US as a discovered country. I mean, SAS could probably say a lot about the history there, but I'll let Nita speak to that.
Nita?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think, though, the fact that the American version doesn't have as many ghosts. I think I like that. I think it really gives that the
Time for
opportunity
character growth.
time for character growth, and everyone gets this opportunity to be a part of it,
Yes.
as opposed
I like
to
that.
as opposed to when you have so many ghosts. It's like, well, can you really get into it? Everyone having
Exactly.
a part will be too much, and I think
that goes on
that's
what
a
I was
problem.
saying. Yes, thank you.
hmm Yeah, that's definitely a problem right there, because it's just you don't have enough time for all those ghosts.
Yeah.
You just
Well, I
don't.
mean,
Yeah, and our
we do
writers,
Mhm.
I should say, our writers are really good because they find ways, like Nita was saying, to make everyone in the episode have a little something. It may be a lot less than this one, but next one they'll have a medium or a whole part. They make sure every
Yeah.
character is included in some manner. Where the
In the
UK,
UK version, yeah, you're right.
It's just too many.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
and that I think can be overwhelming though when you're watching a show.
Yes.
Oh,
To
yeah.
have all these characters interject into every little area.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's I'm a soap opera watcher. I have been.
I was going to say actor.
teenager.
Why are you even holding out?
All right, my medication makes me kind of. And when the show, there's a new one called Beyond the Gates, and there are all of these characters, and it's hard to not be overwhelmed with who is who and what their background is. Even if you go into it in the middle, there's just so much,
Yeah.
And Nita, that makes a very good point. So what do you
Yeah.
think, Joe? Because we've been talking.
I mean, for me, I think it's just a difference in writing, because you've got a lot of the actors that are also credited for writing. So, Julian.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, Julian, Robin. I lost the page. Ooh. Why does my computer do that to me? Or
There you go. It's the ghost in your house right now.
well, that was my old house. I don't have that anymore. But hold on. Yeah, not Ghost Whisperer.
How do you know the ghost didn't follow you?
That was tough. I was I lived in a bunch of different places, so the ghost would probably be sick of moving with me. Like, oh, fella, why didn't you stay in one place?
Yeah, he's running from that Columbia Tape Club, going after him in each episode.
Oh my God.
If you're a millennial or a Gen Xer, you know what that means.
Yeah, that meant a lot to you right now.
Yeah, I had them both.
Yes.
There were
Yeah,
two.
so-
One for Columbia. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Yeah,
I was just saying I had both record clubs. They had one for RCA and one for Columbia.
Yes, RCA
yeah.
and
I remember that too.
yeah.
Anywho.
So Simon Farnsby, who's Julian, he wrote the Free Pass episode. Matthew
Makes sense.
Baton, he plays Thomas. He also wrote this episode, and Martha Howe Douglas, she plays Lady Fanny Button, and she was also credited for writing this episode. So it's a lot of the actors are also the writers in our version, in the UK version. So I think that's why they're so focused on getting everybody, because they also take turns, because some episodes are written by other people. And I feel like that's a UK thing where you thought America was bad at making us have 1, 2, 3 jobs. You should look at the UK version, because not only is the main cast, but in later episodes, the main cast is also the basement ghosts.
Right.
So they're like, we're like a mofo. You're going to have 6 jobs in this. So I did find that very interesting that they really, so we're writing, we're acting in 2 different roles. So I feel that's crazy.
Yeah. Have you seen the actress who plays Fanny, out of her makeup and hair and all that?
Yeah.
Looks 100% different,
Totally.
Oh,
Same
yeah.
thing
it's
with
very
younger.
different.
Same thing with Mary. She looks so, like when she's the basement ghost,
Yes.
she's cleaned up, and you're like, oh, she's not with the minus the boils, obviously. But she's like, she don't look so bad. They do a really good. Yeah, they do a really good job with the makeup.
Yeah. A little bit of spoiler here about Mary. When she got sucked off, it was just like, okay, they didn't really even monitor
the way they name it. When she got sucked off.
Yeah, there was no fanfare for it. No, oh my God, I'm going to miss her. It leads me to think maybe with the character stuff too, is British, they don't seem to be as sentimental as we are in their television stuff.
They
Right.
change a main character like underwear. They really do. You'll
How
get
many
used
Doctor
to
Who's
watch.
do we have? 15?
Exactly.
16?
Yeah.
Like
Yes, I watched this show called Death in Paradise, and it is a British comedy / cop show, and
Mm.
they have 14 seasons, and they'll leave you with a DI that you like. Oh, I love this character. Oh, he's so great, and then like 3 or 4 seasons in, oh yeah, we're changing him, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
No, like you wouldn't do that in an American show. People will go insane.
Yes.
But in a
yes.
British show, it's accustomed to change
Mhm.
main characters.
Yeah. Yeah, I think on Arts, if it changed, they would have some big explanation why they changed, to kind of sell it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's always a marketing ploy. But so that's this episode. Overall I thought it was a fun episode. But one thing
I think so too.
It was fun. I will give you that.
all right, cool. I like how Julian explains everything when it comes to
Yes.
free pass.
Yeah.
And he gets all the
Of
sexual
all people.
influence.
Yeah.
Of all people to do it. But
He's the last person who should be explaining
That's what I meant. Yeah.
anything
yeah,
to do with relationships.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
He had lots of them, so he knows about it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He definitely got around. One thing I will say about the Ghosts UK, every episode from every season is a 7 or above. There's nothing below a 7. So
in
their rating?
IMDb? Okay.
yeah, and the ratings, there's nothing below 7, 7.6, 8, 9, 8. There's never like one that's below. So I find that to be
Yeah.
very interesting, and it's such a high bar.
Yeah. In
Or-
our shows, in the ratings, you'll see some that aren't high or in the middle. Because if you read some of the comments, they're comparing it to the UK that they love. So that brings our version rating
Yeah.
down on there.
Wow, look
Because
at
there's
that.
some hateful comments in there from some UK people,
Wow.
even US people who love the UK version. So that's
Yeah.
unfortunate,
Yeah. So now we have this year. We're going to get this September. We're getting the Australian version because I heard they're about finished
Hope we
wrapping
get
up.
to watch that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll
I
find
In
hope
English.
it's going to
In
be.
English.
Well, it's Australian. Yes, they speak English.
they speak English, so yeah, thank
And
God.
that's what I
'cause-
want to hear.
Yeah, because there's 2 more versions. There's French and there's
German?
German, and I watched the German version
Oh,
thanks to
did you?
one of our ghosts, Sucked Off Worldwide. Now that I've mentioned that, I just want to say that we unfortunately lost one of our main admins for that group.
Oh.
And we want to Loretta. We want to send a special condolences to the family of Loretta, and of course, your good friends Annie and Jason, Annie Landon and Jason Z. We're very sorry for the loss, and it sucks when you lose one of your own because of the amount of time that we spent together loving a show, and just like the characters on the TV, it's tough to lose one of your own.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely. Absolutely.
On that note, let's wrap it up. I feel like there should be like a twinkle or something.
I like the music.
Yeah, it's great. Thanks. Just Chase. Yeah. So I mean, the house falls, everything crumbles, and the whole studio just leaves. Every time, the reoccurring theme in the first season of the show was we found a way to make money. Oops. No, we didn't. I feel like that almost every episode is that we've got a new money scheme, almost like a Seinfeld, like a Kramer.
Especially in
Right.
especially in the liquor episode where they find those and the guy says, well, I think it's kind of interesting that you're giving away $5,000, a bottle, whatever, because they had, are we good business people? They took it. Are we bad business people?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
One of the things I want to mention before we go is our Sucked Off, since we mentioned the group. They tagged me in a great photo. They tagged the group. And here is the one for the week. We haven't done this in a while since we're back. Here we go. All right. Keep your spirits high. That's a flower reference. You get it? Because it goes
Yes, keep your spirit high.
Yeah. Thank you, Annie Landon. And Thomas Schlepper. That's a good one. It's this cute cartoon.
Yeah.
That is adorable. I
A
like
little bit
that.
of flower love this week.
Yeah.
I mean, once they lost their opportunity to gain some money, the thing wrapped up, and of course, we got all those little naughty bits from Julian. regarding what free pass is and everything like that. So overall, fun episode. I had a blast, and it was great to chat with you guys too. I'm going to give you guys a wrap up. You guys tell me what your final thoughts on the episode was, starting with Nita.
I think this was a fun episode. Definitely kind of kooky, and it did allow for a lot of the ghosts to participate and be a part of it. So I did enjoy it for sure.
B Money.
Well, don't get me wrong. I did enjoy it, but I didn't enjoy it as much as some of the episodes that I really like. So I don't want anyone who's watching this for the first time to think I am one of the, the spoiler ones, or pointing at your picture if you don't know it. I absolutely love our version more than any other show right now. And I am really starting to fall in love with the British one. So if, when I watch it a couple times to get it sink in, I see things, like, oh, they could have done this a little better kind of thing. But I love the show, so don't get me wrong. I love all of the characters on there, even Thomas, but I wanted to find out more why he's there, what he contributes.
Poor Thomas. If you disagree with Bill, comment below. Let us know what your thoughts are.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Right below. Let us know. Do you love Thomas? We have any Tom? What is it? Tom Cools? I don't know.
I love the actor.
Yeah, he's a good actor. He's been in a couple of things. He's been in Doctor Who.
He was in our show.
He was?
He played Pete in the television episode. Thomas did.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Very cool. Like I said, I think this was a fun episode. It's one of the ones that I like returning to, because I do rewatch a lot of these because it's a comfort episode.
Yeah, that's what I do. There's certain episodes of ours that I watch all the time.
Yeah. So it's one on the rotation. That's going to wrap it up for this week. I'll be back next week to get into the 5th episode of the first season. We're going to be wrapping up the first season pretty quick because it's only 8 episodes. And this whole summer, we'll probably be able to bang out and get sucked off for UK. Or maybe we'll go down on the UK. I don't know.
Can't let people down on us. Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, exactly. All right, B Money, roll us out, buddy.
Hey, everyone, please have a hauntingly good day.